All right, everyone. So we're reading here from Fightful.com. Speaking to Peter Gillibrand on BBC, Triple H clarified any misconceptions regarding Netflix's role in regards to WWE. He said Netflix has no input on the creative direction of the shows. We create the superstars, we create the storylines, we do all of that, and the world watches. Netflix only decides how long the show is when we go off air or what time we are on air. As far as the content of the shows, someone doesn't tell the NFL how football is played, they distribute our product. Look, I got to say, with this whole Netflix thing, I think a lot of people are probably a little bit disappointed. And I'm not saying from WWE's perspective, but maybe from the audience's perspective, because we all viewed this as, you know what, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be absolutely awesome. You have this new Netflix thing, it's streaming, all of the kind of old rules are going to be gone. Everything's going to be gone, meaning the WWE can be a little bit edgier, which I think they are. They can go as long or as short as they want. They could put this on at any time, which we didn't think they were necessarily going to get crazy with that, but just the ability to kind of have that is key. And yet, now that we're here, it's like, oh, it's the same thing as, being on USA Network in a lot of ways. Netflix is telling them how long they can be on the air. I've done a lot of different videos on this where we talked about why, like they're cutting things from certain segments. Now we know why, right? Why are we cutting this from this segment or that from that segment? Now we know why. Because Netflix is basically telling them how long they want them to be on air. And I know it's not as strict as it would be with, the USA Network. I get all that. But I just, it's one of those things that we thought this was going to be such a major change, and it really hasn't been. And I wonder if in a year or 2 years or 3 years, part of me just wonders if they'll look back on this and say, not that they regret it because they did get, the money for it, but, is this something that didn't work out as well as they wanted it to? We'll have to see. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.